Chapter 3. Yes. That's it. I'll skip school. I'll take the day off. I'll pretend somebody just invented a new holiday. Wait. I'll stop right there. What am I doing? Nobody gets away with skipping school at Go Animate School. It's impossible. Why? 2 words, the machine, not a real machine, like that funky looking thing the janitor uses to buff up the floors. The machine isn't something you can see or touch. But it's there, the machine watches you. It knows your every move. And if you're not where you're supposed to be, the machine tracks you down. Here's how. 1. The seating chart. Teachers always tell you where to sit. They claim it helps them remember kids' names. Right. Like they care what our names are. They really do it to keep tabs on you. 1 look at the chart and they know right away if you're not at your desk. Then the machine starts up. 2. The attendance sheet. Teachers write everything down. Who knows why? They fill out an attendance sheet in every class. If you're missing, a big red X goes next to your name. You're absent.
We're organized.
You're control freaks. 3. The classroom helper. We saw a movie about bees in science. This big fat queen bee sat around the hive doing nothing while the little drones did all the work. Sound familiar? Teachers are the queen bees. Guess who the drones are?
I'm looking for a classroom helper to do a very important job.
I'll do it.
It's always a suck-up like Larry me who volunteers, because he's so desperate to earn extra credit. Good for you, Larry. I'm sure your career as a 6th grade classroom helper will get you into some fancy pants college.
Take this attendance sheet to the front office.
The front office. The engine that runs the machine. And right in the middle of it is 4. The school secretary. Miss Fletcher's not so bad. It isn't her fault they make her keep track of attendance. She's pretty fast. She looks over all those attendance sheets in no time. The second she spots the red X next to your name, she's on the phone to your parents or caretakers.
Faith isn't at school.
There. You see how the machine works? See how efficient it is? You can't win. There's no way to beat it. That's my predicament. If I stay at the park to hang out with Princess Matilda, it'll take about 5 minutes for Miss Fletcher to fire up the Brian hotline, then summer school would be the least of my problems. I'd probably get suspended. Or expelled, that settles it. Skipping school is out. I need to be a little more creative about this. What I need is an excused absence. An excused absence means you go to school just like normal, but you've got a parent or caretaker note saying that you need to be somewhere else at a certain time. Bingo. You're free. Yesterday, Kelly Peters left halfway through science because she had to go get the wards apt. How lucky can you get? So all I need to do is stroll into social studies with a note from Brian saying I've got an excuse, let's say a dentist appointment, and I'm off the hook. Genius. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I don't have a note from Brian. But I can take care of that.
Dear Mr. Smith, please excuse Faith from social studies this morning. She has a very important dentist appointment.
I make my handwriting look more like Brian's, and it turns out to look like the real thing, pretty convincing. Hello, excused absence. Goodbye, social studies test. All that's left to do is forge Brian's signature. Forge Brian's signature. Let me think about this for a second. Forgery. Yikes, isn't forgery like a crime? Don't people get thrown in jail for signing the wrong name on a check or for using somebody else's credit card? Listen, I'm no goody two-shoes. There's a desk in the detention room with my name on it, literally. But I'm not breaking the law. I don't want to get dragged out of Go Animate School in handcuffs. This might not be such a great idea. Maybe I should just strip this thing up before somebody comes along and…
Hello.
Oh, it's only Zoe. That's the downside of living next door to your best friend. She's always sneaking up behind you and invading your privacy. Not that I have anything to hide.
What are you writing?
Nothing. Okay, so I've got one tiny little thing to hide.
Nothing.
Nothing.
It doesn't look like nothing. It looks like a letter.
Okay, I'll tell you. I was forging an excuse note to get out of today's social studies test. Long awkward pause. Zoe has a weird expression on her face. One of those half smiling, half confused looks. She's probably judging me for what I just told her.
What social studies test?
The test I saw you studying this morning.
I wasn't studying for a test.
Then why were you reading your social studies textbook?
Because I enjoy improving my mind.
I'm going to ignore the incredibly lame statement Zoe just made and focus on what she said before that. So, there's no social studies test?
There's definitely not a test. I should know, because I write down everything he says. If we don't have a test, I would be reviewing my notes.
Yes.
Actually, I sort of wish we were having a test today. Mr. Smith's essay questions are so invigorating.
Sorry, Zoe. But when you act like the mayor of Geek City, it's my job to knock some sense into you. You're lucky I didn't nail you with a heavier book. There's the school bus. Not exactly a pretty sight, but that sick feeling in the pit of my stomach is gone. No test. No summer school. This could end up being a half-decent day after all.
Got you back.
Yup. Things are definitely looking up, end of chapter 3.